Welcome to RVU, an RV Insider podcast where I will interview industry experts, icons, and influencers. Class is in session for all things RV. I'm your host, Angie Morrell. And today we're very excited to have John Millis with us from Winnebago.
Hi, Angie. How are you?
Great. Thanks for joining us today, John.
Absolutely.
So I know you've been in the RV industry for a long time.
A long time. I'm actually working on it's hard to believe, my 40th year in the industry. It's amazing. It's been a great 40 years, and what an industry to work in. I wouldn't change a thing. It's just, being in product development really that whole time, it's
really?
just, it doesn't even feel like work a lot of the time because of some of the great projects and some of the things you can look back and see what you worked on in the industry that are, that have kind of changed the industry over the years, the way we design and build our products. It's pretty amazing.
Yes, it is. Yeah. So you've been for 40 years, you've seen a huge evolution in RVs.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say if you had the single most game changer for RVs?
As far as innovation goes?
Yeah, in the last 40 years.
Oh, gosh.
Maybe a couple of them.
Well, there's two of them that I kind of point to. One, I guess would be an obvious one, is the slide rooms, right? Because going back probably now 30 years ago when we started developing different slide room applications, and just having one slide room was a big deal. Now, a lot of our coaches, our Class A coaches, will have 4 slide rooms, and there's travel trailers, probably fifth wheels out there with 5 slide out rooms, and you wouldn't think about really selling any type of RV these days without any type of slide room.
And yet I can't imagine developing that, because I still to this day, don't ask me why, because really they fail very seldom.
Yeah.
But I'm always nervous when I push that button. It just seems like, it's not something you do in your home. You don't move a wall out.
Right.
And moving a wall out seems like, I'm always like, come back in. Yeah. And it does.
Yeah.
So if you were in the cutting edge of that, you were one of the first to do a slide out room.
And they've changed a lot over the years. Some of the technology that's being used, the motors, the types of motors, the electronics and stuff. They're a lot more dependable these days than what they were, 10, 15, 20 years ago. So, which is good, and again, that's probably the primary innovation that I've seen anyway. The other one seems kind of silly, but it has made a big impact on floor plan design, is the advent of these flat screen TVs. Because we remember the days when you had, usually the single TV that was up in a Class A unit.
That was this thick.
Yeah. Oh, and they were huge, and they weighed a ton.
Yes.
And so trying to, with the advent of the flat screen TVs, we were able to design more residential feeling type of motorhomes that you would have, at your regular home, in your living room, that type of thing, where you had the TV opposing from you, whether it was from a theater seat or a dinette or something. So it just it made it just a huge impact in the way floor plans could be designed and are being designed today.
And the use of space.
And the use of the space.
Yeah, just the weight.
Yeah.
The weight, the space.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never thought about that, but I remember our old TV that when we took it out of our house, no one even wanted it. I mean, we couldn't give it away.
Oh, I know. I remember
because we could barely get it out of the house.
Me and my wife got married in 1984, and I think in 1985 we bought a 27-inch Sony Trinitron TV, and I thought, man, it'll never get better than this. And that thing weighed a ton. It had a glass screen that was probably that thick, and boy, I'm glad to see where that industry has gone and what it's done for our industry. And again, floor plan design just kind of really took off from there.
Yes.
For the industry. Yeah. So if I had to point to two things, those were those.
Slide out is kind of an obvious, but TV is not one I would have thought of. So the flat screen, that's cool. So I didn't really introduce what's your title at Winnebago?
Product manager.
Product manager, but you're specifically over Class A. All Class A's?
Yeah, Class A diesel, Class A gas, primarily. And then most recently, I've taken on our conventional C's, like our Minnie Winnie and Spirit.
And we're products. In a Minnie Winnie today.
Yes, we are.
As we mentioned, this is nice and roomy. Love the U-shaped
It's a great floor plan. Yeah, single slide in this coach, but it makes a huge difference, again, with the opposing dinette and sofa, and fairly roomy galley, pantry. So you've got a lot of amenities in a shorter 26-foot floor
Yeah,
plan.
it's still one of your best sellers.
It is. It is a great bestseller. So, yep.
So tell me more about, I know that Winnebago acquired Newmar a few years back, and Newmar is, a Class A dealer only, gas and diesel.
Mm-hmm.
And I wondered at that time, would Winnebago kind of let Newmar be the Class A RV dealer for Winnebago Industries? So tell me about that. What's the vision for the Class A diesel at Winnebago?
Class A diesel at Winnebago, right now we maintain our Forza line, which is kind of that lower price point. Diesel
Good
Class
entry
A
level,
push.
really nice entry level.
Yeah, very nice entry level. So that's kind of where we focus on right now. We recognize what Newmar does and what they've done great for many years, which is that higher end luxury diesel. And that's mainly where they're focusing on in that business right now. We have launched a Journey product here in the last year and a half, but we boy.
Do you want to go into the Journey?
Yeah. That program has kind of been put on hold. That's probably the best way to put that for now, because we have been focusing on other things right now. So, but that's a place where I still believe there's a market for Winnebago also. I think there's an area for both Winnebago and Newmar to
both exist in
both
that.
exist, yeah, in that market. Now, I say that, but we, right now Winnebago's not looking at the ultra high end like where Newmar is at, like whether their Essex or their Mountain Air or their London Air, those types of products, right? That's their business as far as I can tell. That's basically that's where we're going to leave that to them basically. So yeah.
So your product development for Class A's. So what do you have coming up in the 2024 lineup that you're real excited about?
For 2024, we got a couple new floor plans that we're showing here. Actually have here at the Rally Grounds. One is the new Vista and Sunstar 34R. Okay. Great new floor plan. It has a large U-shaped dinette, opposing theater seat in the living area. A large 17 cubic foot. It's a 12 volt refrigerator, but it's 17 cubic foot, large refrigerator. Huge amount of pantry space in the galley area, just huge amount. King bed in the rear. The king bed, it's a kind of a Murphy bed. So you can flip that up and you can convert the space into a dinette or a workspace.
Oh, wow.
Either for the kids or if you want to have an office in the back. So it is kind of that flex space that we designed.
Or you just want to hide the messy bed.
you
can just put it right up.
There you go. That works.
If you don't want to make your bed in the morning.
That works well also. But it's a great new floor plan. We're just starting production with it right now. So that's in the Vista Sunstar lineup. In the Adventurer lineup, we have a 34W floor plan that we're just launching right now. It's a single bath, mid bath, king bed in the back. It has the J lounge that we've had for a number of years that extends from the side, but we've also added a optional powered theater seat. So you got power recline, you've got heat and massage with that. And with all the Adventurers right now, we are offering our 30th anniversary special edition packages on these. So was it 1993, we started building the Adventurer. So we're celebrating in 2023 the 30th anniversary of that.
Very cool.
So we got special logos on the driver passenger seats. Again, they're
special features in those coaches.
Yeah,
for the 30th anniversary.
Yep. So the driver passenger seats have heat massage, also powered seats. We're offering factory installed sumo springs with that. We're offering the upgraded mattress that's made right here at Stitchcraft.
You guys make great stuff in your Stitchcraft. I mean, I've been sitting here all day, and this is nice and comfortable.
It's all Stitchcraft, yeah. So it's got a number of upgraded features, special paint, exterior paint that commemorates the 30th anniversary coach. So So yeah, that's kind of some of the new stuff that we've just launched here recently on both
This
of
is a
those.
silly question, but you said the 34R and the 34W.
Yep.
Any significance to the R and the W in those floor plans?
No.
I always wonder. I want you to make it easy for us. I'm in sales. Rear something or
we offer so many different models, and so we sometimes we struggle to find the next alpha nomenclature for those. So it's just kind of a random thing. Usually they don't really have any specific meaning. Yeah.
Gotcha. I just came to my mind. I thought this is the guy to ask.
It's a good question. It's a good question, but no, not specifically.
Yeah, I know occasionally they do have some meaning behind them. Hi, I'm Angie with National Indoor RV Centers, and I want to introduce you to the first annual 2024 Music City Motorhome Expo, a VIP shopping experience. This event is the first of its kind for the RV industry. This boutique style event means no massive crowds, and attendees get exclusive access to be the first to see new 2025 model year, one-on-one time with manufacturers and industry experts, educational seminars, all meals, snacks, drinks, and campsites provided, and entertainment by Diamond Rio and Josh Turner. Remember, your registration fee will be applied to the purchase of a motorhome up to a year after the event. You won't want to miss the event that changes the way consumers shop for motorhomes. Want to get the most out of your RV lifestyle? Join AIM Club. This all-inclusive motorhome club connects you with fellow RV enthusiasts all across the country and guarantees you access to some of the best rallies in amazing locations. Members also get exclusive discounts on many valuable products and services to make RV lifestyle better. Learn more about all the benefits and fun of AIM Club at aimclub.org. So you said you're also product development over the Class Cs as well.
Yeah,
or is that's a new role for you?
Yeah, it's the conventional C. So we have compact Cs that Stephanie Whittington, she's the product manager for those. So the conventional Cs are mine, which is right now the Minnie Winnie and the Spirit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So right now it's the same product basically we've had from last year. I think we'd probably put a new exterior graphics package on it and stuff like that. But that's about it for now. So we'll be looking at some new stuff coming up. So
I have to ask, because everyone I've talked to at Winnebago, I know Winnebago, especially, you use the product that you built. What RV have you taken out and camped in? That's been your favorite of the Winnebago?
Well, I took out that
Winnebago line.
That 34R I mentioned. I took out a prototype here. It was earlier this year. I took it to New Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
My stepdad lives down in New Mexico, so that was a great trip. Last summer we went to Tennessee for the Escapade Rally down there, and a bunch of us took units down there. I took a new Adventurer 35F down there. So I took. I'm planning to take a unit hopefully weekend after next. My grandson, we brought him back from a trip here recently from the West Coast. He's out here visiting, so we want to take him camping and canoeing here in Iowa.
So good memories will be made there.
Yeah. So looking forward to that. So I hope to take out a unit a few more times before the summer's out.
That's great. So John, with your vast experience, what keeps you excited about the products that you are working with here at Winnebago?
It's probably the same thing. It's always kept me excited about being in this industry, and it's the new innovation. And Winnebago is a company that I think has always been on the leading edge of innovation. I think we're a little different here, being in North Iowa, than maybe some of the rest of the industry. We're very vertically integrated, and we have, a great model shop here that supports us. So, and an engineering group that I think is the best in the industry. So whenever we, as a product development group, we have new ideas or there's new things we want to look at, they're very supportive of that, and whether it's building a mock-up or building a prototype or something like that. So, this whenever we talked earlier about slide outs and TVs and stuff, but innovation never stops. Technology never stops. The customer is always changing in this industry and in what they want in a product. And so that's what drives us. So it's the excitement, it's the anticipation of the next new best thing, right? That we're all going for. And that's what keeps me coming to work every day, and it makes it, like I said, it doesn't feel like a job sometimes. It feels like this great journey that you're on and have been on in this industry, and where is it going to take us next?
Yes.
And so I love that, and that's what's kept me in this industry so long.
So where do you get the bulk of your inspiration from as you're starting a new product?
Well, we're all about voice of customer too. So we here at the rally, we are talking to customers. We have workshops. I have a workshop planned tomorrow here at River Oaks. Like I mentioned before,
And what's your workshop on? So just a
we're
group
well.
of people, or what's your workshop?
Our workshop is going to be about developing personas. Okay, so and we understand what a persona is, or at least we do.
A
in product
camper,
development.
are you classifying campers?
Yeah,
How they use their?
Yeah, if you go back again when I started in this industry and you ask anybody, if you ask me what I thought a persona was of an RVer, I would have this vision of this older retired couple, right?
Mm-hmm.
My grandfather or my uncle that, bought a Winnebago Chieftain back then. That was what I thought was now. But nowadays you look at the types of customers we have, all the demographics from
Very
young to
varied.
old, and they all have a different persona. So as far as that type of user, and there's products that fit those different personas, right? So we're trying to identify these different personas. So we're going to have people come in that own RVs today, and we're going to put them to work in developing some personas, and we'll give them some inspiration material
Mm-hmm.
to work from, and then they will take that, and we've got some worksheets and stuff that they'll go through as a team, and they will develop these individual personas based on what we've given them and the type of product they think that customer would enjoy in their RV lifestyle. So
and see what comes up in those discussions and
yeah,
activities.
yeah. So hopefully that's something they'll enjoy, and it'll be a little eye opening for them, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
I think it will be, and it'll be fun.
Have you done this before?
No, this will be the first time I've done this.
First time.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So we'll see how it works out, but it should be fun.
Well, in National Indoor RV Centers, we are all about the RV revolution, working hard to improve it, working hard to advance it, and maybe not do things the way that it's been done in the past. So what would you say, what is it that you're doing at Winnebago to advance the RV revolution?
Well, I think it's about listening to our customers, listening to not just customers of today, but potential customers, people that maybe haven't been in the RV lifestyle before. They're considering it, and what they believe, that type of what that lifestyle would look like for them and their family. Okay. I think that's where it has to start, right? We have to
Right.
understand our customer. We build products for them, hopefully that they'll enjoy. So that's probably the most important part of it. And events like this, again, where we bring our customers in and we talk to them and get their feedback, is really important. Also, I think these rallies, this is part of Winnebago.
Yeah.
This is part of our DNA.
How long have they been doing the wet rally? Do you know?
Well, that's a good question. We at the opening ceremonies last night, they asked the crowd, Canal did, how many people have been here or have come to at least 10 rallies. Of course, a huge amount of the group. So he went on to say, okay, if you've been here, how did he question this? If you've been here more than 10, stay standing. And then everyone, a lot of people sat down. They kept doing that till they got to 40 years.
Wow.
And there was like 3 or 4 couples that were still standing in the entire crowd. And then they said they knew that there was one couple there that had been here 44 straight years. And that couple was the last one left standing.
Wow.
So at least 44 years. I don't know. After that, I don't think it's been 50 yet, but it's been like that 45.
I would say that
years.
Winnebago is ahead of its time as far as gathering their customers together, because really there is no better base for
Yeah.
how they're using their coach, their feedback. And I think that is one of the things that Winnebago probably does better than anyone is just
Yeah.
that voice of the
I would
customer,
agree.
and
Yeah.
then implementing those things as well when they hear that feedback from the customer. So
Yeah.
that's really cool. Do you have any, with your 40 years of RVing experience and being in this industry, any customer interaction or something that you remember that made a difference in your career?
Oh gosh, customer interactions. I mean, it's hard to pick just one because I've taken out so many units over the years. That's been one of the perks of my job, right? Is being
Yeah.
able to take out these units and evaluate them and all these campgrounds. And I think it's just the general interaction with people out there in the campgrounds and where you go in your unit and you see the pride they take in their units and they want to bring you in and show you what maybe they've done some customization that
I
type
love
of
that.
thing.
They're always so proud of those.
Yeah, exactly. So it's hard to, I guess, just pick one. I guess it's just the overall experience that I've
Hmm.
had, over the years with interacting with our customers, and not just Winnebago customers, just RVers in general.
Agreed.
It's such a great community,
It is. It
and
is. I've never seen a community that's more willing to come out,
yeah,
help and assist, and it just they'll gather around you really quick and try to solve whatever problem it is that you're
yeah,
having. And
yeah, yeah, yeah. I totally agree, and so yeah, hopefully I'll get to do it, a few more years still. So I'm looking forward to that. So
well, I hope that you get some time to enjoy more of the RV lifestyle too, as well, John. It looks like you've earned it. So, thank you so much for joining us today. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it.
thank you, Angie.
If you would like to learn more about the topics that we discussed today, you can click the links in the podcast episodes below. Also, if you enjoyed this podcast and would like to hear more like it, make sure you help us out. Share it with your friends, give us a good review, and of course, subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. Make sure you tune into our next episode so you can see which industry expert, icon, or influencer is up next. Until then, class is dismissed, and we'll see you down the road.